Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing my March TBR. The first book that I'm going to prioritize is The Dragon in Winter. This is a book that I've been reading since January. It is a Kagan the Damned novel by Jonathan Mayberry. And I've been reading it that long, mostly because I have been prioritizing other reads. And so this time I'm going to prioritize this one, especially considering that it's the conclusion of this trilogy. And we are following Kagan as he attempts to get his revenge and take over, well, not really take over, but reclaim the country from this usurper that came in and took over the entire country in an evening. And so that is going to be one of my main priorities going into March. And then I'm also going to be prioritizing Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill. This one is where we follow Kellen, who is a typical farm boy, and something happens and he gets propelled on this journey. And that's really all that I know. That's as far as I'm into it. And I'm enjoying it. I've just been prioritizing other things. And so I got a little bit behind on that one. The other book that I'm going to be prioritizing in March is The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. This book I'm listening to on audio, but I'm listening to it on YouTube. And I think that that's why it's taking me so long to listen to it, because I've been listening to this one since the fall. And I'm probably only like 2 hours into it because I haven't been listening to it. And it is a reread, so it is really good. It's just not easily accessible, and I kind of forget that it's there because I don't listen to a lot of books on YouTube. But so this book, we are following Logan and Glockta and Giselle and West, and I think there's another one, but those are the main ones. And they each have their own different plot lines that we're following. And this book is all about the character build, and so we're literally just following around as they live their everyday lives. But so Logan is a barbarian, and Glockta is a torturer, and West and Giselle are soldiers. And you just follow them as they do their everyday life, and we don't really get to a whole lot of the war and what we're doing here until the very end, and then into book 2 and 3. And Joe Abercrombie's writing is so good. Like, he is very direct and to the point, and all of his characters are morally gray, and so you just never know what they're gonna do. Like, never know what they're gonna do, and so they're a lot of fun to follow because they're just really unpredictable. My vlog for the month of March is going to be off of 2 Christmas reads. Yes, Christmas reads. And the first one is going to be Jingle Bell Beard. And this one we are following this girl who has a PR company that's kind of tanking. And she is utilizing her skills to help her ex-boyfriend's families in and help it grow and kind of come back from almost being closed down. Meanwhile, she is also attempting to get her ex-boyfriend back. And so it's going to be really fun to follow her attempting to get him back. I really like second chance romance. And I read the first one in this kind of series. I don't remember what it was called though, but it was really cute. And so I'm fully anticipating this one to be very cute as well. And then the second book in that is Every Day in December. This one is a Grumpy Sunshine. She loves Christmas and he hates Christmas, and there's some sort of countdown to Christmas. And I don't know how they meet. I don't know why the countdown is there other than just like Christmas is coming up. But I'm really looking forward to it. And then the very last book that I'm prioritizing in March is The Help. In this book, what I'm doing is I'm going to read the book and I'm going to watch the movie, and I'm going to compare and contrast and see what the book could do that the movie couldn't, what the movie could do that the book couldn't, and just sort of explore the depths of both of them and what both mediums bring to the table. And I'm really excited about this one. I watched The Help when it first came out, all those years ago. And I've never read the book. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the book has in it, especially since I don't remember hardly anything about the movie. There's only one scene about the entire movie that I even remember, and I'm really curious if that's in the book. I really hope that it is. And so, for those of you that don't know, The Help is a book set in the Deep South. This is back when Black people were maids to the white plantations. And we're following Skeeter as she's attempting to figure out what happened to her maid that she grew up with. And we also have these intersecting stories from these other maids who are attempting to rewrite everything and sort of change how society views them and their value, I think. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And then, if there is time, I will be doing Wrath by John Gwen. That is book 4 in the Banished Lands. Well, the series name is The Faithful and the Fallen, but we are deciding the fate of the Banished Lands in this one. And so I'm really excited about it. I loved the 4th one when I originally read it. And so I'm really excited to get back into it and figure out everything that I missed. Because I missed a lot the first time I read it. This is one of the first adult fantasies that I read when I started getting into adult fantasy. So it'll be really interesting to see all the things that I didn't pick up on the first time. And then I'm also going to read The Veiled Throne. And I say read very lightly because this is a 980 something page book. This is a massive book. And it will likely take me 2 months to read it. And I'm hoping for it to be my vlog for April. And so I'm going to go ahead and start it in March, if possible, to try and get a head start because it's going to take me a long time. And that one is book 3 to the Dandelion series. That one is the one where the first one's called The Grace of Kings, and you're following a whole bunch of people. It's a bunch of little short stories in this massive world as the Empire is sort of taken over and then taken over again, and then we're fighting all these different people, and it's a lot of battles. And it's a lot of people outsmarting each other, which is the best part. Like, I will read it all day long because it's people outsmarting each other in like the coolest of ways. And so those are gonna be the main ones. But then, if there is time, I would like to get into Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. That is book 2 in his Stormlight Archive series. And I really doubt that I'll get there because I've got so many other things that I'm trying to do. And that one is way too much to try and describe quickly, especially when I'm not really prioritizing it. So we'll just leave it there. I'm a whole if you know, you know sort of thing. And so, yeah, that is all of the books that I am attempting to read in March. What books are you attempting to read in March? Chat with me more in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.